Da, 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 da.
Hello, good afternoon. This is LaDasha Brown on Channel 57 News. Today, we bring you a report on Philip Pirrup and his newfound expectations. Philip, otherwise known as Pip, had had his life changed when an unknown benefactor granted him with bank. Of course, none of this would be possible without the help of Mr. Pumblechook, who introduced him to Miss Havisham. How has your sudden bank changed your life, Philip?
I don't go by Philip anymore, I go by Schoolboy P. Check out my new mixtape. I grew up by hand by my sister and her husband. Also, at a young age, I was abused by Mr. Tickler.
I'm sorry to hear that, and I will check out your mixtape.
Okay, so after staying with the psychotic Miss Havisham, I was informed by a cold-hearted and easily bribed Mr. Jaggers that I had come upon a large fortune. Coming from a poor lifestyle, I was very pleased and even excited. This meant I could finally become a gentleman.
Why is becoming a gentleman such a big deal to you, Pip?
Because now I could be the hypocritical snob that I have always dreamed of being, and be in the running to get that stunna Estella.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
Da, 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 da.
This is the new luxurious cream-tastic lippy stick. I am wearing the shade Fiery Fusion. I don't think it could be any more suitable. I love the transformation Coverboy has given me. I never felt so beautiful before. Easy, breezy, beautiful Coverboy.
Da, 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 da.
Hello, Pumblechook. What did you do to help Pip get his fat stacks?
First off, shout out to all them pears. Anyway, I single-handedly brought Pip to Miss Havisham and brought matters into my own hands. I am the one who turned Pip into the star he is now, and I just hope he's thanking the ones who brought him up by hand.
Wow, that must have been a ton of work.
Yes, and the only thing I wish for is for him to give me some of his money and for him to teach me how to climb the social ladder. Oh, is he able to hear this? I hope so. Pip, I want you to know that I'll always be here for you, as long as you have your money.
Now we bring you to the beautiful and smoking Estella. Now, Estella, why is it that Pip is so fascinated in you?
Duh, I'm a peacock. Everybody loves my feathers.
Okay. Well, why is it then that you hurt poor Pip? And also, will the fact that he now has mad cheddar help him get at you?
Well, I guess I do it because I'm a cold-hearted bitch. And I don't really care about his feelings. And he's not really the abusive type that I'm into.
In other news, we get a personal interview with an escaped convict that recently had been caught and brought back to prison. Now, Mr. Magwitch, what do you expect to do now that you're back behind bars?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna go and break out.
Okay. That's great. What do you plan to do if you get out?
I guess I'll try to raise an absurd amount of money, then instead of using it on myself, I'll anonymously give it to a kid that I met in a churchyard one time and forced to bring me whittles. Huh?
Thank you, Magwitch. When we return, we will bring you with an exclusive interview in the Gargery household, where the poor devilish Mrs. Joe and Mr. Joe live. Thank you for meeting with me, Mr. and Mrs. Joe.
Well, Pitbull boy old chap, it's a pleasure having you. Don't mind Mrs. Joe, she's feeling a little hoarse.
What do you plan to do now that Pip is off with his new fortune?
Well, I'll take care of Mrs. Joe until she kicks the bucket. Then I guess I'll just go marry like a 14-year-old girl or something.
Thank you, Mr. Joe. A pleasure seeing you, Mrs. Joe. And there you have it, folks. A story of a lifetime. Check in tomorrow when we fill you in on hella dank stuff. This was LaDasha Brown reporting to you on Channel 57 News.
da 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 da.
In other news, we get a personal interview with an
B.
Welcome to Kelsey's Safari. This is my animal.
Edit, because it's a freaking horse.
Nay.
Horse.
Okay, next line.
You can't. This is.
You can't say that.
This is gonna be.
Beep.